Welcome back. Let's get a winner. 32. Don't you love that? Good morning, all you wonderful roulette players. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a combination strategy. I abbreviated it just to make sure it fit on the board. This is thanks to Stefan S. Stefan's been a great contributor to the channel. Plenty of comments, and obviously this strategy that he put together. He's been playing this for the last week, and he's not had a losing day yet. That's what he told me, and I completely believe what he's saying because of the coverage. We've got 28 numbers covered. You know, and I know, good coverage means that you're going to win more than you lose. It's just math, right? And he's using my go-to strategy along with my Dancing Dozens, meaning the coverage from the go-to and also the fact that we're using hot and cold dozens to bet. $500 in a bankroll. We're looking for 50 bucks, and then we reset and do it again. Again, I love high coverage strategies just because you're going to win more than you lose. The only problem with it is that when you lose, it takes a while to recover, typically, unless of course you want to get brazen on your bets. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep things controlled. So according to Stefan, he was saying double up until you reach session profit. I like it. Let's get to it. I think you're going to like it as well. So the bets go as such. First of all, you got to kind of have a little bit of history. So what I would do is when I'm walking up to the table, I would look at the history to see what's hot and what's cold. And those are the two that we would bet. So I'm just going to spin the dice or the wheel. Sorry guys, too much craps in my life. 17 is the first number. So that's the first roll. I'm just going to do it twice, guys, so we've got two numbers to work with. So 17, which means second dozen, is the hottest right now. But obviously, depending on this roll, quick swig, and a 3. Okay. So there's your history. So 3 is the hottest, and the third dozen is the coldest. So first and third is what we're going to bet. So with that, I'm going to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. We're covering all the with the 4 corners here. So same with the coldest, hottest, coldest. And of course, we're going to cover the third column. So now we've got these 12 numbers covered. And we've got these 16 here covered as well. We've got 28 numbers covered. The only things we've got to worry about are these 8, 9, and 10. 28 covered, 10 to worry about. Clearly, you're going to win a lot more than you lose. Okay, with that said, let's get rolling. Hot and cold and the go-to strategy. The combination of two strategies working together to give you the outcome that we desire, which is, in this case, $50. Let's get to it. You're going to win 2 units every single time you win. 22. And of course, it just shows you that all of your due diligence, and guess what? We get a loss. That's okay. That's the way it goes. You're going to lose 10, 20, 30, and 5. You're going to win 35 bucks, guys. You're going to lose, 35 bucks. So what do we do? So now this is the hottest dozen. So I'm going to go up, just as Stefan says. And what is the coldest dozen? So at the moment, the third dozen is still the coldest, right? So we're going to go 2 on each. And of course, now we've got to go to $30 on the end. Now, when we win this one, hopefully, we will win 4 units because we're at level 2, right? But let's see. You never know. Let's see what happens, because I've been through strategies just like this that sometimes can give you loser after loser after loser. But eventually, you get your fair share of wins. 25. Okay, nice. This time it works for us, right? So, as you well know, we're going to win 2 units per level. So we're going to win 4 units. So we're not back in session profit yet. We're going to put that back in the tray. And of course, I'm going to write it down, 25. 25. Okay, so 25 is the hottest dozen, which we're going to keep right where we are. We're going to keep the third column in play. And then, of course, this was the recent one. And so the coldest one is going to be, because it's the 22 hit last, so this is going to be a coldest one. There it is. Let's get going again. It's not rocket science, guys. I think I'm making it more difficult than it needs to be. Hottest, or the most current dozen, and the one that hasn't hit recent. There you go. So let's try and get a couple of wins together. Number 11, beautiful, love it. So we're going to win another 4 units. Now we're actually in session profit, guys. See that? We're up $5 after that initial loss. So with that said, I'm coming down to base, right? We don't need to be at level 2. Level 1 is good enough. Most current dozen, which is number 11. And let's have a look here. I'm just going to put it on the board here. Third dozen came last, previous to that. So this is going to be the coldest dozen. And that's why we're going to bet it. We've got all the corners here. We've got the third column covered. And let's go again. We're up $5. So you saw the recovery. It took 2 spins for us to fully recover, plus put $5 in the tray. Risking very minimal when you consider the coverage, guys. Minimal when you consider the coverage. I think that's the first third column we've had. So we lose all these, but we get paid 2 to 1 over here, right? And we're going to pick up $10, right? Nice. Because every win, we should pick up $10. Okay, again, just like last time, the first dozen is the hottest or the most current, either way you want to say it. We always bet that. And of course, 11 came last time, which is fine. 25 came before. So this is going to be our coldest dozen right here. Nice. Number 9. Let me put it on the board. So what we're doing is just bringing 2 strategies together, and I like it. I do like playing hot and cold dozens. Not that it, every spin is independent, guys. I get it, I do. But it's just something that, you tend to believe in once you've been playing long enough, okay? Number 8. Wow, it's staying in the first dozen right now, which is obviously why we love playing Follow the Leader or the current dozen, right? Or the hottest dozen, however you want to put it. So with that, we're going to win another 2 units, because every level we win 2 units, right? So I'm not going to break it down. I'm just going to put $10 in the tray. That's a profit that we get after our losses. And of course, because number 9 was prior, it's in the same dozen, I don't need to change anything. Because this is still the coldest dozen. Because as you see, 25 came the last. No, number 8. And let's go again. We're doing pretty well right now. Let's alternate the wheel. What are we up? $25? Yep. Hard to argue with that, guys. But what I like about it more than anything else is the risk level. You really have to be unlucky to get back to back to back losses with covering 28 numbers. Does it happen? You're damn right it does, because I've done it, okay? I've hit 2 greens in a row, and then I come back and hit one of the numbers. You know, it's just sick how bad the wheel can find out what you're doing. In this case scenario, third column, and of course it's first dozen again, so nothing changes on the table. We're just going to pick up 10 bucks, 2 units. Now all of a sudden we're up 35 bucks. This is easy when it's the same dozen over and over again. And of course it's third column, so we had it covered anyway, right? Number 6. Keep it rolling. Let me suck down my tea before it gets cold. But it's Friday morning, guys. It's time to get your weekend part-time gig going. Hopefully make a few dollars. Hopefully make a few dollars. I think the biggest reason why most of us end up losing is because we get too aggressive, or we expect too much, or just pure greed. If you can control that, guys, most times you're going to come out a winner. 15. All right, nice. Again, it's freaking third column. I love it when it's third freaking column, because it's guaranteed I'm going to win. And of course, it's the second dozen. Okay, we're going to win because of the third column. We're going to win 2 units. Just like all of our other wins. If we had hit here, it would have been two units. On anything that you win on the table at this level, you're going to win 2 units. Nice. So we're already pretty close, guys. So now, that's the hottest dozen, or the current, or follow the leader, either way you want to put it. Now, what is the coldest? So let's look at it. 8, we hit that multiple times. Now, of course, we got 6. So it's going to be the third dozen again. Okay, just like last time. 15. So it's pretty easy to figure out, really, once you get kind of into a habit of it. Hottest, or the most current, and the coldest dozen. Just like the dancing dozens. Okay, let's do another one. We may already have achieved our goal, I'm not sure. No, we're $5 away from it. So we need another $5 to achieve our $50 goal, but in this case, we're going to make 55 bucks. 32. Love it. As you know, these are all losses. We get paid 8 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First session is in the books, guys. And again, Stefan mentions that he's had great luck with it, and for 5 days, he's had no losses. 5 days. Now that, I mean, 5 days doesn't sound like a lot, but it is if you're doing multiple sessions a day. So, thanks to Stefan for sending that in. And where are we? 55 bucks, I believe. Yep, 55 bucks. First session in the books. Let's do one more just to kind of prove the point, okay? So 15 and 6 were the last 2. 15 was the last one, so I'm going to bet those 2 corners. Obviously, we're going to have the third column in place, but what's going to be the coldest dozen? Okay, 6, so obviously third dozen again. That's going to be our coldest, sorry, I apologize, let me back up. 32 just came. I didn't put it on the board, which is what screwed me over. And I didn't change the dollar. Okay, so 32 came last. This is the hottest dozen. Prior to that was the center dozen. So that's going to be the coldest. Okay, let's get going. Let's do another session. Try to make it fairly quickly because we're already 14 minutes into it, but I did a little bit of an intro, so let's just get to it. I think this is how we started out, and that's when we got the 22 to begin with, right? Back down there. Number 1. Okay. Again, we're going to pick up 2 units because we're going to pick up 10 bucks every single time. Now, the other part is, guys, you could do this at a much lower rate, right? You could do it with dollars. So you got dollar, 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 and then $3 over here. And obviously, you're not going to win as much in the same amount of time, but it's going to be a lot safer. So in actual fact, what we could do is let's go back and do it that way. okay? Yeah, we won 10 bucks, but that's okay. Let's say I have a change in heart and think, okay, I'm getting a little bit worried that I'm going to get bad numbers. I'm going to take $20 worth of white. All right, so there's my bankroll. So now what I'm going to do is one came. I'm just going to put it on the board, which we made 10 bucks, which I love very much. That's the current dozen. Coldest dozen is going to be the second dozen. And then I'm going to put $3 on the third column. So again, we're going to win 2 units. In this case, we're going to win $2. But it keeps the bets low, all right? Just in case you start feeling a little worried that you're going to get bad numbers. And we all get those feelings from time to time. Currently, we're up 10 bucks. But all of a sudden, I said, I don't want to bet so much anymore. I want to come down a little bit. I've already made 55 bucks over here. So why press my luck? 22. Nice. So loser, 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 loser. But we're going to come away with $2 extra. $2. Because we're going to win 8 and we're going to lose 6. $2. Nice. So we're going to bet the current dozen. And what's the coldest dozen? That one came last. So right there. 22. There it is. All right, I'm going to try to move a little faster, guys, just because I want to achieve my goal here, even though we're down to dollar units rather than $5 units. But at least you'll get a chance to see the process on how much it costs at this level. And again, if you're feeling a little anxious, then it's probably, it saved us, guys. It was the first dozen, but it saved us because of the third freaking column. Nice. We're going to win 2 units again. Again, you've got 28 numbers covered. And with that, you've got a lot more wins than you do losses, okay? So 12. So I'm going to come down here and cover these 2. And what's the coldest? 22 was last, so third dozen is the coldest. 12. And let's go again. What are you going to give us? 6. Freaking love it. Same dozen. Nothing changes. We're just going to pick up 2 units. There it is. Let's keep going. No reason to slow down now. I'm going to alternate the wheel. And when you get the back-to-back dozens, it makes it easier because you don't need to change the dozens that you're betting on. Number 5, beautiful. Love it when it keeps, repeating. Follow the leader. There's a reason for it. Another $2 goes in the tray. Love it. Thank you. Let's do it again. Number 5. That's the third first column in a row. I've seen it where you had 7 or 8 in the same dozen. Look at this. Look at this. This might be on my record here. Another $2, guys. We would have already achieved our 50 bucks if we had stayed at $5 units. But for whatever reason, I started feeling a little anxious. So I decided to back it off. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see how many first dozen we can get. Come on, you know you want to. Bring it home. Okay, 17. All right, so it's our first loss here. We lose $7. 7 bucks. So now we're going to go up. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to double up. We're going to have to go $6 because we're going to double that one, right? There was a $3. Now it's $6. And now 17. So this was the previous one. So now we're going to cover the coldest dozen. And again, we've got $2 on each, guys. $2 on each. 17. So it's going to take us 2 spins to fully recover, plus put an extra $1 in the tray. And I think I might cut it off once we get there. Let's just see what happens. 26. Great number. Love it. So with this are all losses, but we're going to win $16 here, guys, because we got 2 units now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. So we just picked up 4 units. And again, we stay right where we are. Current dozen. This was a previous, so we're going to come straight back down here and bet that. And of course, we're going to stay at the same level until we're completely recovered. Same level until we completely recover. Most times, you won't go beyond level 2 or 3. It's rare, but it happens, so be prepared for it. And that's why I brought it back down to dollar units, just because I thought maybe it was going to get negative on me. But it didn't. It stayed positive. So we'll see if it finishes out nicely for us. Give us another win. 22. No. Okay. Good to see it, right? So we just lost all of this. Okay, 5. Should be 10, 14. So that we're going to have 7 units in place. And now we've lost 14 bucks. No big deal. We got to get that back. So now we go to $12 because we doubled up from 6 to 12. And now we're going to $4. I'm going to take another stack of white because we're going to go to $4 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's have a look here. 17, 7. So it's going to be third dozen. And we're going to go again. Again, we stay there until you fully recover. We're going to win $2, $4, $6, $8 every time we win now. 8 units is what we're going to win. 22, let me put it on the board before I forget. You know, we haven't had any greens yet, so that's the other odd thing. So 32, great win. We're going to win $2, $4, $6, $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not fully back to being healthy yet, so we got to go again. Again, 32, red. And 22 was previous, so we're going to do the third, because that's there it is. Okay, 32, great. Let's go again. We don't come down until we get into session profit, guys. If we lose, we double up again, okay? You keep doubling until you're back in session profit. Where are we here? So we're down $9, so we got to win 31. Nice. I love those freaking repeaters. That's why we do follow the leader. That's why we do current dozen. So again, 31 is going to give us $8 in profit. There it is. We're still $1 down. So we're going to go again. Same level. Nothing changes because the last number was 32 anyway. This is still the coldest dozen. Let's go again. Now, if we win this one, obviously we're going to win $8 again. So we're going to walk away with $7 worth of profit. But first of all, let's get there because normally this is when it gives me a double zero. Please don't be right. Oh, son of a... It's not a double zero, so it wasn't 100% right, but I was pretty damn close. 0. It happens, guys. It happens. So with that one, obviously nothing changes as far as our bets. We just got to give up what we've got, and then we've got to double, okay? So where are we? We've got level 4. We've got $4. And of course, we're going to go to 24 over there because we're going to go from 12 to 24. Always double, guys. Always double. And of course, we've got $4 here, so we're going to go to $8. So I've got to remember where I was. Covered that one, and then the coldest dozen was this one. We're going to go to $8 on both, right? $8 on both. And $8 there. So for the first time, we're seeing a bit more of a challenge, or because it does happen. Occasionally, it's going to happen. 0. Let's keep going. So now, what are we going to win? So now we're going to win number 7. Okay, great number. All right. So we're going to win 8 times. So every level, we're going to win 2 units, right? 2, 4, 6, And so that's going to be $16 we're going to win here. 16 bucks. 5, 10, 6. $16. We win 2 units for every dollar, okay? 16 bucks, nice. We're going to do it again. And that will probably put us back into profit. So with that, this is the current dozen, okay? And the one prior to that was the third, so now we're going to go right there. Third column always stays. Let's go again. Number 7, I love it. Thank you. Number 7. Okay, one more win, hopefully will put us in profit. That's the nice thing about doubling, is that you do tend to recover quickly because you're doubling and risking. So this time we're going to win third column. Again, we're going to win $16. 10, and look at that, guys. We're making money now. We've just made $3 plus all of our losses back. I'm going to put the $3 over here, and then we're going to come down because I believe we're done, and just make sure that my bankroll is what it should be. I'm going to give up $20, which is what that is. Take my $20 back, put it in the tray, and look at that. Make sure I've got 80 here, which I do. Awesome. So there is our original $500 bankroll, and we won the $10 when we were still betting $5 units, but this is what we won just playing dollars. $13. Now if that was still nickels or $5, we would have won 50, 65 bucks. But we didn't want to chance it. We've already been lucky. So you can play it at different levels, guys. And maybe to start with, use the dollar units until you get confidence in the strategy. Stefan's done well, and I'm going to play it out as well. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. I should have some live video on the back end as well. Have a great Friday. Catch you later. Bye.